Lucky for us. Dolly has also got the Master Controller's curse ball here. I know. This is the master of all curse balls. And she's just been throwing it around the room. It does my head in. This isn't even a dog ball. It's something my son bought for some gym thing and left behind. I've no idea what it's for. But it fell off the cupboard the other day and she chucks it around. It sounds like a fucking cricket ball. It does my head in. How do I know it's a curse ball? I don't know. It just gave off a voodoo vibe. It looks like a normal, that's our curse ball. She doesn't need another one. It just gives off a vibe. You know, don't you? You know if you're one of those people who knows. Like I just knew that bite ring was a bite ring. And you just sometimes know things. You wanted to know about the park today and the fun things I did. Look. She's got a master of always cursed ball. Because you know what? She's a cursed dog. This picture is cursed, Pitch. This picture is cursed, Pitch. I haven't got the energy to take her a walk. I've looked after 2 children today. That apparently gives me the crown. If you can master 2 other people's children. Oh, I can open the windows. I had such good fun though. I love those kids. They're my fun time. And we eat things. What was we going to do? I can't remember, but we ended up I was going to have a quick, a quick tickle through the house, because it's nice to come home if the house has been tickled through, and it's good for the kids to learn about tickling houses. That means cleaning. It's a Romany thing. You've seen all the shows about a Romany woman's not fit to marry until she can bake 65 trays of cakes and strip clean 45 houses in half an hour. Well, once you can do it, you don't have to do it, but you just have to know that you can do it. It's the truth. It's the honest truth. It's the absolute gold truth. Anyway, so we just ended up cleaning all day because they seemed quite happy playing tea parties and toddling around. But I had promised we'd go to the park. I had other things we could have done as well. I'm just talking shit. It's sort of true. Make cleaning fun. It's true. And say things like shit every time the peg snaps. I'm going to kill myself. Say funny things like Nanny says. Say this to Nige. Nanny says she's going to blow off her own head in the garden because I'm going to shoot myself in the face. It's true. It's funny. It's not funny. Anyway, this isn't funny, is it? So we went to the park and we're practicing talking to people because we're going to school and we don't really mix with other. We don't like talking to other people, so we're practicing. They seem to have got the hang of it. It was good fun. And it was, I said to my son afterwards, this is quite interesting, because I just find that whole, what's it called? Development interesting, because developmental stage is interesting, because I've been through it with mine. And I've said to people, if I hadn't had the twins, I probably would have just doubted myself a lot, but their development was different. And all their environmental things were the same. So it was kind of it was just interesting. But, you shut up. I'm going to have to take the curse ball from out the road and throw it up the street. I'm not. I'm going to just sit this through. I'm just going to sit it through. It's just she's not to walk for 2 days. She's not getting one today. What do you mean it is the curse ball outside? Well, do you know what? Good for the curse ball. mean she's got fleas in distemper? It's a curse ball, mate. That's all. Looks like a normal tennis ball. It's a curse ball. You shut up. Shut up. What do you mean no? Do it. I'll bash you in. But the thing with the pram, I said when we left the house, it's like, if you're going to take this, you're bringing it back. You have to lay dumb sort of ground rules, don't you? And as I said, I was leaving. Do I look like? She goes, push the pram, Daddy, push the pram, Daddy, push the pram. No. Do I look like the sort of person who's going to push the pram? It's funny. It was funny to me. And so she burst into tears. Then managed to get her sister to take it and ran off down the road. And then we got home, which was about 4 seconds away. I realised because she wasn't wearing her shoes, because I said, all right, you don't have to. Because when we got to the park, we took our shoes off because everyone else had shoes off. So we thought, okay, that's clearly a ground rule, is you can have no shoes in the park. So me and her had no shoes walking home. I had no shoes on anyway, but I'd made her wear hers to the park. And her sister fucking thrown the shoe out the pram. So we had to go all the way back to the park. And when I realised we'd only got one shoe, and made some sort of comment about, come on, Cinderella, get your other shoe. And she goes, oh, I'm not Cinderella. It was just quite funny. It was funny. It was funny for us. Probably quite funny for the other people. It was really nice anyway. I went back and I said to her mum that she'd had a boy and a girl come calling for a baby. Which is going to make, I imagine, her family hoot with laughter. They came up calling for a baby. They came, can I have your baby? Can I have your baby, miss? Because she had her bunny in a pram and she was calling her a baby, and they all took turns in playing with it. So it was quite nice and quite funny. It was funny for me anyway. I was old to be young again. Can I come calling for my baby? But she clearly only had the innocent side of it. It was funny. It was a funny day. And she did some drawing on the stairs, and I whipped through the house and hoovered up and down and stripped the beds and cleaned all the sofa covers and got 3 loads of washing through and pulled it in and took it out. And that was enough, really, for me and for them and for everyone. It was a fun day. And told her that when she goes to school, she'll be chosen to be the helper. So she's going to be all prepared to do more helpful things at the same time. Because everyone wants to be the helper at school. It's true. And we took a bag of apples. Well, I did. That was another funny thing as well. Because she was going on about wanting a drink. I want a drink. I said, do you want to go home then? We'll get a drink. Because I had 2 apples with me. It's like, how do you just take something else and back up, isn't it? And she goes, no, I want a drink. Well, have this. It's an apple. It's a drink in an apple. It's wrapped by gold or something. So she had an apple. And her sister couldn't bite the apple. Her sister's not 2. So I bit a bit off. And then another kid wanted some apple. So she had a bit off as well. So that was nice. We all had a bit of apple. We were all biting bits off apples for children. And and then I said to her later on, can you go put this paper bag in the bin? Because she'd thrown it on the floor. And she ignored me for about 4 seconds, and her apple folded on the floor. I got involved in the sand. I said, there you go, that's your karmic kick for not putting the bin in the wrapper in the bin. And so there we go. That was funny too. What a great day. Great for us. I had to take her to the park because I promised we'd go. And you can't break a promise to a child. Although I did say to her, you'll get a Romney Park slide if you don't. You don't stop doing something. And that's like we slide from going to the park. So I thought it was funny too. We'll go at Romaney Parkside. We won't be going to no parks at all. I'll get you a Romaney Parkside. Really, Nan? Yes, I will. And that was the end of the story. Go and move the curse ball. Oh, God fucking hell, what am I going to do with it? It's cursed the ground anyway, I'm sure. Dolly says, You want to see it? I'm not allowed to touch it. The leaf will take it away, I'm sure. I've had orders to leave it in situ at the moment from the Romaney police. The Romaney Curse-Ball police. Oh, shut up. We'll call the council. The council can pick it up when they do. I'm not allowed to touch it. Apparently it's evidence of witchcraft. So, stitchcraft. See, her ear's gone up. She knows the truth. I can't tamper with evidence. I'm not calling the police. There's a curse on the road. No, I'm not. Put it out. The notes on the wall. So, somebody else can deal with it. I'm sure it'll be gone by the morning. The fairies will be done. Okay. I know it wasn't a very exciting show. There's probably loads of other funny things happened today. I'm too tired to walk you, Dolly, and my legs are tired. I had to pedal that stupid bike. Oh yeah, there's this great thing in the park. It's like a merry-go-round thing that you pedal. It's got like it's a kids thing with bike seats on it. And if you pedal it, it makes the merry-go-round go round. So I was on it with all these kids. And Lilian, the 2-year-old, climbs like a freaking monkey. So she was climbing up and down. I thought, are you going to fall off this? And I had to pedal it because none of the others were exiting. It was long enough. And then later on, like these other people came and they were making their kids pedal it. I was like, bloody hell, you're blessed, aren't you? I had to pedal. I had to get on this earlier and do the pedals. And they said, it's a bit small, isn't it? I said, well, clearly not. What were you doing standing there making your kids do it? I had to do it for them. Oh. I just thought that was quite interesting, though, that she can climb on and off it, the little one. And oh, fucking hell, she was so funny as well. With this later on, this sharing, because the older one was really good at sharing her. To start with, she didn't really know this whole sharing with new people thing was a bit of an alien concept. So she was then sharing, but the little one wasn't, and it wasn't even her toy. So this other kid had been given it like by the older one who was doing her nice sharing thing, and I said, "Oh, this is great. You're going to be such a good help at school." And then the little one took it off her. I think it was a she. No, I've forgotten. I can't remember anyway. Took it off the other kid, and was just clambering onto it and was going no, and stamping her feet and snorting like a little bull. And she was pawing the ground. It was so funny. It was hilarious. Well, I thought it was funny. I mean, it wasn't great sharing, but I mean, in her eyes, it was sharing because it's her sister's toy. But she was just being like snorting. It's just, she's comical, funny. She's a hoot. I think there are a couple of little actresses. She's a bit like my granddaughter, who does the face of power. the acting face. But I know she does, because like my daughter said when she sent the picture to start with that she would look, watch this. It's really funny. So there's an element of that in it as well, I think. But which tickles me as well. But the whole speech and motor skills thing is interesting. This is what I found when I had mine, because Daft ones, I think it was his large motor skills were delayed compared to the others. Like his older brother Niall and Marshall were really quite early walking, but their speech was not so forward. And I can't remember. But anyway, it sort of catch up and they swapped around. And I sort of thought then if they do one, they do the other later. If they do one early, they'll be doing the other one later. It sort of balances out eventually. So, and the whole thing with the slides as well, that was to me interesting, because last week they didn't want to come down the slides. Oh, that's two more cute things as well. But they were just whizzing down the slides, they were running up and down them, so that was funny for me. And then the older one as well, there's this other little, I was watching them from the tree, I was having a yogi squat in the corner, and this other little kid was on the slide, and she just at the bottom goes, "Don't be scared." It's a really cute voice. And another one, there was another kid who had to go home, and it was crying and being carried by its mum, a small one, and it was out the gate, and she sat there and she goes, "Oh, that's so sad." It's really mean. She really meant it. She was really empathetic. That's so sad. Which is cute, isn't it? And I said, "Oh, you know what? That's one of the sads of having to come to the park. Sometimes you have to go home." I didn't over, you know, do it one way or the other. I just thought it was really cute that she noticed and said it was that's so sad. It's so sad that the baby's crying. It was sad for the baby. It's time for the baby's tea though. And I started kid as well, because she was calling everyone a baby before. "Hey, say hello to this kid." And then this other kid came over after me afterwards and goes, "Where's your kids?" It was good kids. It was great. "Where are your kids?" "My kids are over there, I think." "Who are these kids?" These kids are great. I wanted to go up to them and go, "Hey kid, I like your shoes. Hey kid." That's going to be the next thing we work on. Rolling up to people, go, "Hey kid. Hey kid." Teaching your kids to ball. Oh. It was funny though. "Push the pram, Nanny." Do I look like a pram pusher? Probably do. Probably look like the biggest pram pusher in the park. Probably. It's not true though, is it? I ain't pushing your pram. I ain't pushing your pram or nothing. I may pick it up and chuck it. The free-wheeled pram of wisdom. Why's your pram only got 3 wheels? It's a style. This is the one she wanted to bring. The one she wanted to bring. It's more fun to push. There was another pram at home. This is the one we bought. The 3-wheeled pram. It's a what? It's a hot pram. It's a rat pram. That's what. Rat bike pram. Rat girl. You call me rat girl, don't you? Probably. Rat chick. Someone doing there. Oh, hot rods, aren't they? Rat bikes, rat cars. Like a Mad Max thing. I wrote a poem to my dad, including Mad Max in it the other day, saying about me coasting through. Have you read it? Did you open it and read it? Steam it open. You probably did, didn't you? I hate you so much. Because he was into Mad Max. I thought it might tickle him a little bit. Coast through life. I said something about I'm low on gas. Coast Through Life in a VW hatchback with a Mad Max knife. It's funny. It'll make him laugh anyway. I'll just let him know. Do you know what? You make me who I am. Welcome to the Thunderdome. That was all going through my head when I was walking the dog on that Sunday. I thought I'll write this, and there was a load of other lines in it that I didn't use, which is annoying. I used some of them and made some other ones up. But, is it 442? It's written in. Rather than 224, 442. It's got some timing beat anyway. Somebody would have worked it out. That's how I tend to write most of my things now. I don't know why. It just happens. Right. 21, 16, 21. Let's go 21, 21. I've gone 20. I've gone far now. I was going to go 21, 1 to 2. I suppose it really matters now, does it? I've ruined it for everyone. Myself.